Now they tend to get loose on out of turn number 4. My apologies. So like I said, right now we are still following that pace car on our first caution of the evening. Lights are still on, so you got your guys gritting up there behind them. We got Kenny Kibbe still in that first position, followed very closely by Mr. Jordan Hand in the 88.
The high line in 3 and 4 is going to be your dominant line. You can get a real good run off of 4 on that high line, but cars tend to push up the track just a little bit on that high line, and you'll see a lot of wall scrubs. And it also changes with the temperature of the track. Just a little FYI.
All right, so here we are back to some green flag racing here in Iowa. We are on lap 13 of... I think we're a little wrong on there. For some reason, it says 125.
Really?
So we have the 14 of Mr. Kenny Kibbe in first, J.R. Shepard in second, Josh Kreider in third, Cody Anderwald in fourth, Jordan Hand in fifth, Brian Underwood in sixth, Melvin Behringer in seventh, Jordan Kreider in eighth, William Connolly in ninth, Broderick Baklavic in 10th, Farrell Robbins in 11th, Lee Bailey in 12th, Marcus Cunningham in 13th, Tyler Ferguson in 14th, and Mr. Noah Blackwell in 14th, but he is currently showing out of the race. Hate seeing that. Noah's got some good racing going on under his belt.
Actually, it's 125 laps and you're at Michigan, so make sure your ticker and tower is up to date. Yeah, so it's 125, you're at Michigan. I'm sorry. That was my mistake. I looked at the wrong one. But you're going to see a caution come out for the stage break at lap number 25.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I have got the wrong information. Go figure.
That was my fault.
Michigan Speedway. My boss is fired.
That was my fault. There's two schedules, and I looked at the wrong one. It's been a long day, trust me. It's been a long day.
But we are here. We are still here. We're trying to get some exciting racing going on. Currently in lap 15 of 125. The 14 of Kenny Kibbe still in the lead with that NSR Chevy. They're all Chevy. But I'm so used to calling them the make of the car that we're just going to say that number 14 NSR Chevy.
Well, Mark, you are new to this still, so if you look at your SDK, right next to your tickers and towers, right next to the name, it'll show you what manufacturers are running.
I can see that just by looking at the lineup, sir.
Oh, that too.
So, all right, guys. Let me see, how many viewers do we have out there this evening? We have 3 viewers out there this evening. So, you guys give me a comment. Who do you think is going to be able to take it this evening? Again, we have got the 14 of Kibbe in the beginning in the first position. J.R. Shepard looks to be blinking out a little bit in that 98. We have the 48 of Josh Kreider. Sorry about that. There's two Kreiders. We have the 77 of Brian Underwood, the 88 of Jordan Hand, Melvin Behringer in that number 9, Cody Anderwald in the number 60, Jordan Kreider here in that number 69. Red Bull, love it. And okay, we're just going to stop there. All right, we got William Connolly in the 25 games for life. Farrell Robbins is in the Pennzoil 29. We have behind him Lee Bailey in that Haviline number 3. Tyler Ferguson in the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes number 5. The 07 of Broderick Vaklavic. Marcus Cunningham is in that 34. Burger King. Have it your way, baby. Yeah, I didn't think it was funny either. So, again, got 3 viewers out there. I hope we get some more people. Check us out this evening with the Premium Stock Car Racing League, also known as PSCRL. So tonight's race is brought to us by a few people. We have tinyurl / vacay100. We also have Admin Box. Now, me personally, I prefer my own voice changer over Admin Box.
It is the best.
But we
Still got a good bit of green flag racing going on. We are currently in lap 21 of 125 here at Michigan Speedway. Looks like Mr. Kenny Kibbe in that first position is keeping it going.
Yeah, Michigan is a really good draft track, so you can see a lot of pack racing, but Michigan you will probably see, if it goes green flag racing, a little bit of strategy and a little bit of fuel save. You'll see the right front tire being eaten up. Some people will try a strategy with just 2 tires depending on where they are on the track and how far they can go on a tank of fuel.
Oh, yeah, and that's what I love about these races. Strategy is everything, Richard. You know, if there's not a lot of cautions, there's a lot of green flags. Strategy is your best friend. And I've said it before, I will say it again. This is a game of chess, not checkers. So we still have Mr. Kenny Kibbe leading in that first position. Kreider is right behind him, a little over 1/10 of a second in that second spot. Him and JR are definitely battling out for the second position. Mr. Brian Underwood in that 4th spot, just looking for an opening.
You know, J.R. Shepard has been a force to be reckoned with, and at a lot of these tracks. He's got a lot of wins under his belt. He's got a lot of experience behind the wheel of these race cars. And, you know, if I had to pick a car here tonight to win the championship, that's going to be J.R. Shepard.
You know, and I understand that. J.R. Shepard definitely is a great racer. And that number 98 actually went ahead and took that first position from Mr. Kibbe in that 14. He looks to be about 2/10 of a second right behind him. Again, though, we have Kreider and Underwood battling it out now for that 3rd position. And, you know, I know we don't give him a lot of credit, but Brian Underwood, I'm going to give him a little shout out here tonight. Dude can race. And I'm looking forward to seeing if he can jump up into that top spot.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, Michigan is a strategy is a strategy track, and I look for some of these guys to really not be pushing it very hard, due to the fact that they're out here. They've only had one caution. You'll see that caution come out at lap number 25. So they'll be able to see where their tires are going to be sitting and see how hard they can push these cars right after that stage break. So usually, if I'm in the seat, I'm going to be looking. All right, what's my tire wear? How hard do I need to push it at the first beginning of the run? Can I save those tires to go a few extra laps? Because you want fresher tires at the end of the run, because everybody's gonna be wearing out their stuff. So I think we're gonna see strategy kick in when they go back green after the stage break.
And I
Really
hope
hard.
so. I really do. Because, see, that's the thing. I love strategic races. When there's a lot of wrecks, there's a lot of cautions, that's fun. But I love seeing the strategy. I am here to watch racing masters play the game of chess on a 2-mile track, and I want to see who can move and who can come out on top. That is what I like. We are in the second caution of the evening. So we should see a couple gentlemen pulling into getting some pit stops, getting some fresh fuel and some fresh tires on there. Or as Richard likes to say, some go-go juice and 4 fresh feel-goods. Me personally, I like the smell of burning rubber, so.
You like the old and worn?
Exactly. I'm old. They're all old and worn, Richard. I've had my tires on my car forever.
You got those May pops, huh? They may pop today. They may pop tomorrow.
I'm hoping they may pop next week, personally,
We've all had those.
But here we are. Everybody looks to be lining up behind the pace car.
Well, who's our biggest mover of the race so far there, Mark?
Biggest mover of the race, he's going back a little bit, but that is going to be Mr. Melvin Behringer, up 8 spots, currently in that number 6. He is in the number 9 car. Let's check him out. All right, he's got Microsoft there on the side. Let's hope he is faster than Internet Explorer, is all I'm saying for you, But like I had predicted, we got a lot of guys go ahead and hitting up pit lane, getting those 4 fresh feel goods and a little bit of go-go juice for the next stage in the evolution of our race this evening. So, Richard, how are you doing today?
Oh, I've had better days.
I know that. That's a good song back from the 90s. Better Days.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you know what my dad told me? All right? And I take this to heart. Did you wake up today?
It's always a good day when you wake up.
Exactly.
On
You were
the right side of the dirt.
Exactly. You were on the right side of the dirt. You know what? It is a good day. So let's do this. Let's do this race. Let's make this better. All right? I hate having bad days personally. I try to always keep that to heart. If I wake up, let's make it a good day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I know what you mean. I'm such an idiot.
But
you ever have those days where you can't find anything?
Oh, exactly. And you know what's funny is I'm so cluttered, right? None of my stuff is organized. But if I have a thumbtack behind my computer to the right-hand side, I know it's there. So if you go looking for a thumbtack, I'm going to tell you exactly where on the floor to find it, and it will be there as long as I don't have somebody clean up behind me, which is why I don't let anybody clean up behind me. I don't have a maid. But looks like Mr. Tyler Ferguson is actually going to take up our biggest mover spot here in that number 5 Frosted Flakes. Kellogg's car. Well, it looks like Frosted and Corn Flakes, so it's just all around Kellogg's car. but he is going to be up 12 positions, getting in that top spot right there behind the pace car.
Spending your Saturday evening here with the Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network.
Yes, that definitely. So we are proud to bring you guys Premium Stock Car Racing League, PSCRL, brought to you by Admin Box and tinyurl/vacay100. Looks like we are still under our second caution, waiting for that pace car to cut his lights off and kick off. We are green flag racing, lap 30 of 125 here at Michigan Speedway. We have Tyler Ferguson in the number 5 first position. Looked very close by Kenny Kibbe and Brian Underwood looking to fight with him. And looks like Brian Underwood took it, and he is now in that first position. Followed closely by Mr. Kenny Kibbe, Melvin Behringer in 3rd, J.R. Shepard in 4th, Tyler Ferguson in 5th, Cody Anderwald in 6th, William Connolly in 7th, Josh Kreider in 8th, Jordan Kreider in 9th, Farrell Robbins in 10th, Lee Bailey in 11th. Passed by Mr. Marcus Cunningham, Lee Bailey now in 12th, Broderick Vuklovic in 13th, Jordan Hand in 14th. And we already have a caution. Looks like we got Jordan Hand is crashed. We're going to do a little replay here. See what exactly happened. Jordan Hand, if you can see, is in that number 88 car. And it wasn't even Jordan Hand. It was that number 60. Wait. I think I'm seeing the wrong things. What do you think, sir? Jordan Hand says he is in... No, there it is in number 88. I am so sorry. Why did I see a different number? But as you can see, he got a little squirrely, went ahead and took down, and unfortunately it hit that wall. I hope that doesn't keep him out too much. You know, maybe he's got a fast repair on deck and can get back in the battle. All right, we are going to go back live. All right, here we see we are in lap 32 of 125. Following that pace car, lights are still on. Again, want to bring up to everybody, tonight's race is brought to you by tinyurl.com/vacay100 as well as Admin Box. Looks like Brian Underwood is going to go ahead and take up that first position right there behind the pace car. Let's see if he can keep it. So we've still got 3 viewers watching us tonight. But still,
and I do want to apologize about that. Usually we are able to get a link out beforehand. There was a little bit of confusion. So that's what had us not be able to provide that link beforehand. But at least we were able to get the content out, and we can definitely share that link here shortly.
But look, Richard, like I tell everybody, I'm going to be late to my own funeral. So I apologize, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. I am a little late this evening, but I am here.
here, loaded in, the correct overlays. We're doing good.
And my sound seems to be pretty good. If anybody out there has any input on my sound, if you can hear me, if you can't hear me, if the cars are too quiet, be sure to please let me know, because I am not watching myself on TV for once. But here we are. Looks like our pace car lights might be off. What we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that tower. We're going to put up our ticker here. So now we're just waiting on little Mr. iRacing pace car to go ahead and knock off of that track so we can hit that restart zone, get back to a little bit of green flag racing, and let these guys battle it out for the championship.
So Mark, you never said who your pick was for the championship tonight. A couple good drivers.
There are a couple of good drivers. Josh Kreider was one of them, right? Yeah.
Yes.
What Brian Underwood might call for the winner this evening. Is he not one of them, or?
No. If I was looking at the correct points, I don't believe he was.
Oh,
it was Nathan Williams, Jordan Kreider.
All
and
right. Well, in that case, sir, we're going to go for Mr. Jordan Kreider. We are back green flag racing just about. Passing that Geico restart zone. We are off again, ladies and gentlemen. The number 77 has got a good pull off the line, but he is followed very closely by Kenny Kibbe in that number 14 car. J.R. Shepard is still in third. Melvin Behringer in fourth. Marcus Cunningham in fifth. Josh Kreider in sixth. William Connolly in seventh. Jordan Kreider in eighth. Tyler Ferguson in ninth. Farrell Robbins was in 10th. He went ahead and took over that 9th position. Broderick Vaklavic is down in 10th. Tyler Ferguson in 11th. Lee Bailey in 12th. Jordan Hand in 13th. And Cody Anderwald in 14th. All right. So Grant Turner out there in the chat told me the voices are good. I'll tell you if the engines are good. So looks like our sound is decent right now. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, I did something right. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Hopefully, I'll be here next week. All right. Sounds are great. Awesome. Thank you, Grant, in the chat. Good looking out there, sir. But looks like we still have Mr. Brian Underwood in that first position. Looks like Kenny Kibbe is looking for a way to get around him. Is he going to do it, ladies and gentlemen? Is he going to do it? We have J.R. Shepard still in that third spot. He is not far back behind Mr. Kibbe, looking for an opening. We've also got Mr. Melvin Behringer in fourth. He is currently the biggest mover, up 10 positions so far. Josh Kreider in that number 48 is in fifth. Let me see what the Kreider brothers. Oh, they're getting fancy. But all right, ladies, we are in lap 37 of 125. Let's see how much green flag racing we can get going here at Michigan. All right, so anybody in the chat, who are your picks for this evening? We've got 4 drivers in the championship and a total of 15 drivers in the race. So you can call out your winner for the race or the championship. We've got J.R. Shepard, Jordan Kreider, But again, guys, so we are enjoying 125 laps this weekend. So, like Richard and I were talking about earlier, you know, if there's a lot of green flag racing, there is definitely going to be some strategy. And I love strategy. You know, it's a big part of the way I race and the way a lot of people I know race. You know, we're big into keeping it clean, but definitely, you know, battling it out. And it looks like Mr. Melvin Behringer in that number 9 is trying to battle Brian Underwood for that first position. They're out there going too wide at the front of the pack. Got a little bit of single file there behind those guys. But he is definitely utilizing the draft, and he is in first position. Now, he went ahead and got right back in front of Mr. Underwood, trying to keep him in line there. Now we've got a lot of single file racing. Looks like first 6, 7. Yep. Yeah, we're all single file as of right now. You know what? I'm going to go to my chopper cam. I want to see if I can get a little bit bigger. Let's go through the field. We got Mr. Melvin Behringer in first. Brian Underwood in second. Kenny Kibbe in third. J.R. Shepard in fourth. Josh Kreider in fifth. Farrell Robbins in sixth. Mr. William Connolly in seventh. Jordan Hand in eighth. Broderick McClovick in ninth in the 07. Lee Bailey in 10th. Rounding out our top 10 this evening, Mr. Cody Anderwald is in 11th. Marcus Cunningham in 12th. Tyler Ferguson in 13th. Mr. Jordan Kreider in 14th, but he looks to be in the pits. So let's go back to my chopper, back up to the number 1 spot. Definitely like my chopper cam. I can get a little bit of a wider view on the field. Looks like our first 4 cars are pretty close up. A little bit of single file. That 14 of Kenny Kibbe looks like he might be trying to get around Brian Underwood. We are on lap 43 of 125 here with Premium Stock Car Racing League. Looks like Brian Underwood tried to pass Behringer for that first spot, but didn't quite have the momentum, so he went back and tucked back in for that second position. All right, see here, we're going to get rid of our ticker, put our tower back up on the screen. All right, tonight's race is brought to you by Admin Box, Rubbered Up Productions, and URL/VK100. Mr. Underwood is right there. He is not even a car length back from that first position, 0.2 of a second. Looks like he is trying to gain that momentum to slingshot around Mr. Melvin Behringer. And Melvin, I do apologize if I'm saying your name incorrectly. That's what it looks like to me. But all right, here we are on lap 45 of 125. Definitely have a good bit of clean and green racing. Mr. Brian Underwood has slingshotted himself around Mr. Behringer, getting into that first position. Now it looks like he is going to block the way if he can, but they are having a good little side-by-side, 2-wide battle. We have got 14 in third position right behind him. Kenny Kibbe, J.R. Shepard in 4. Josh Ryder not far back, looking to get up into that pack in the 5th position currently. William Connolly is in 6th. Let's change our cameras. That number 25 Games for Life. Farrell Robbins in the Pennzoil 29. Jordan Hand is in the number 88 Optic Gaming. Broderick Vaklavic, Billy Boat Exhaust 07. Lee Bailey is in that Haviline number 3. Cody Anderwall is in the Aflac 60. Marcus Cunningham, the Burger King 34. Jordan Kreider is in the Red Bull number 69. And it looks like Mr. Tyler Ferguson and Mr. Noah Blackwell are currently out of the race. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope it wasn't anything too serious. But here we are in lap 48 of 125. Melvin in that number 9 is back in 3rd position. Looks to be battling it out still. They've got a nice little tight pack in the first 6 cars of the race here. And, you know, I'm looking out in that chat. I'm seeing Grant Turner out there. But other than that, I am staring at an empty field here. So we have 3 viewers currently watching us. So if you guys are able to chat, I would love to talk to you. We have got a decent little bit of green flag racing here. About to hit lap 50 of 125. Ooh, and that looks like that number 9 is blinking in and out. That is not good for him. He is currently our biggest mover, up 13 positions. I hope that is not an ongoing issue for him this evening. He is definitely a good racer, and he is proving to be a powerhouse here at Michigan. But we have got a tight pack, still that first 6 cars vying for position, ending in Mr. William Connolly. Ooh, looks like Mr. J.R. Shepard just got a little loose, but he was able to save it without causing a wreck, really. You know, and that's a dang good thing. I'm glad he was able to save it. So again, we have Mr. Melvin Behringer in the 1st position, Kenny Kibbe in 2nd, Brian Underwood in 3rd, Josh Kreider in 4th, William Connolly in 5th, Jordan Hand in 6th, Farrell Robbins in 7th, J.R. Shepard has fallen back to that 8th spot, Broderick Vaklavic in 9th, Lee Bailey in 10th, Cody Anderwald in 11th, Marcus Cunningham in 12th, and Jordan Kreider in 3rd. Oh, actually, it is showing Jordan Kreider is out of the race. Well, I hope you can get back in. Jordan, I want to see you do good. You are in that top 4 for the championship. But again, we've got Melvin Behringer and Kenny Kibbe battling it out again for that 1st position. See, I think we're giving a lot of people credit, but we are not giving Kibbe as much credit as he deserves. But all right, guys, here we are in lap 54 of 125. Still having Mr. Kenny Kibbe and the 9 of Melvin Behringer battling it out for that first spot. Looks to me like that 77 of Brian Underwood is just waiting to see what happens. Because we've already seen before, Underwood can easily get into that top spot when given the opportunity. And what I like about a good little bit of pack racing up at the front is you never know who, are they going to keep it or are they going to have to relinquish that after a hard battle? Josh Kreider here in that number 48 is still staying back a little bit. And I really think he is biding his time. So you know what? Let's go back through. Again, I ended with Josh Kreider in that 4th position. William Connolly and that number 25 of J.R. Shepard. Are sitting there, and they are just kind of sticking back, but in the same time battling it out, trying to get, look like Mr. William Connolly took that 5th position. We have Marcus Cunningham there in the middle of those guys, but he is our first car a lap down. And currently our only car 1 lap down. So he is in the middle, working his way back up there, trying to get his position back the hard way. But being the first car a lap down, he is the number 1 man for that lucky dog spot if we hit egg caution. Ooh, and it looks like that 14 of Kibbe went a little sideways with Mr. Behringer up for that first spot. Is that going to call out a caution? Yes, it is. We are in our fourth caution of the evening. Mr. Kenny Kibbe, unfortunately. Let's check that back out. We got Kenny, Kibbe, and Behringer battling it out for that first spot. And let's see how this happens. Look like Behringer is trying to go down, and Kibbe was trying to go up at the exact same time. Got him in that rear quarter panel, got him sideways, now backwards, and he is stopping, but he is out of the way. No other casualties in that battle. Glad for that. Now, unfortunately, that has put Mr. Kibbe down for a little bit, but I don't think he will be down long. All right, we are going to go back live and check out that caution. All right, so here we are, 4th caution of the evening. Everybody is lining up. That pace car is out. People will be gritting up behind. So 58 laps, 3 cautions for incidents, 1 for a stage break. So we have Melvin Behringer in first, Brian Underwood in second, Josh Kreider in third, J.R. Shepard in fourth, Jordan Hand in fifth, William Connolly in sixth, Farrell Robbins in seventh, Roderick Wakovic in eighth, Lee Bailey in ninth, Kenny Kibbe in 10th, Cody Anderwald in 11th, Marcus Cunningham in 12th. Looks like everybody's going to go ahead and hit that pit, which is a very good idea. You know, green flag pits are good, but when you can hit pit on a caution, that's the best because you do not have to relinquish your spots. Get back to that chopper cam, watching Mr. Kibbe get back lined up here. That looks like J.R. Shepard, that 98, has brought himself back up to the first position. It looks like everybody is catching up to that pace car now. Get up there, see if his lights seem to be off. Nope, his lights are not off. They are still on. Sorry, couldn't see past the Burger King, so I went ahead and got on his nose cam. All right, so your pace car lights are off. He is going to knock out another lap, and then he will be off, and we will be back to a little bit of green flag racing. So, 3 viewers still out there with us tonight. We are on lap 60 of 125. Very close to that halfway mark. And unfortunately, we do not have a halftime show for you this evening. Bit of a shame, really. Right, so that pace car is off. We are about to hit that Geico restart zone. We're going to get into that chopper view for the takeoff and see what happens. Number 98 of J.R. Shepard has gotten a jump. Not far behind is Mr. Underwood with Jordan Hand right next to him. Looks like they're going to try to take it out in the second spot. Jordan Hand with that for a second. Josh Stryker's coming back there in the fourth. The number 7 of Cody Anderwald in 6. Farrell Robbins in 7. William Connolly in 8. Kenny Kibbe in 9. Lee Bailey in 10. Melvin Derringer in 11. And Marcus Cunningham in 12. Actually, look, it's actually coming Marcus Cunningham out for this evening. Sorry to see you go. So we have 3 viewers out there with us this evening. We're on lap 62 of 125. So that is the closest to halfway that we are going to get. So we are at the halfway mark of our 125 laps here at Michigan. So we've got J.R. Shepard keeping that first spot. Looks to be about 3/10 of a second in front of Jordan Hand. Followed very closely by Mr. Brian Underwood in that number 77 car. Don't count out Mr. Josh Kreider here in that 4th position. Rounding out the top 5, we're going to have Mr. Broderick Vaklavic in that 07. So I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching us this evening with Premium Car Racing League, brought to you by tinyurl/AK100. Now, if you guys want a good vacation at a good price, check them Also brought to you tonight by Admin Box. I said it's brought to you tonight by Admin Box. So glad we've got a couple people out there watching me this evening. And we are watching Mr. Jordan or J.R. Shepard in that first position, followed very closely by Jordan and Brian Underwood in that 77. In third, Josh Kreider in fourth, William Connolly in fifth. So that is Farrell Robin in sixth. Kenny Kibbe is in that seventh position, working his way back up. Cody Anderwald is in eighth. Roger Bobbitt is in ninth. Melvin Barringer is in 10th. And Lee Bailey is in 11th. So let's take this power off the screen, get a ticket there a little bit. Like, mixing it up a little bit. But it looks like our last lap, so we've got 40 seconds, 40.798 seconds for that first position of J.R. Shepard. A little bit slower, but still right within hundredths of a second of him. Now let's see if we can find out what FPK says. And I was already on that number 77, Brian Underwood, is rocking his way back up and trying to get in that top spot on that board. Josh Kreider in 48 is in fourth. He is following decently close. Looks like 3/10 of a second. Nope, now 2/10 of a second behind Mr. Jordan in third position. So it looks like he is definitely trying to get up there and get some wind. Again, for viewers out there this evening, we are on lap 67 of 125 here. Definitely digging back into the Wilkesboro1st Racing right now. Let's see how long we can keep that going. It looks like Brian Underwood and J.R. Shepard are battling it out for that second position. Looks like he might be getting a little bit loose there. We do not want that to happen. And Underwood is taking that second spot. He is right behind Mr. Jordan Hand, looking, maybe eyeing that first position. J.R. Shepard said, "No, sir, I'm not going to let you get away with this." So he is right on his tail. Looks like he might be wanting to take his spot back. Lap 69 of 125. We are not that far from the last third of the race. So definitely having a little bit of fun tonight. So if anybody else is having a little bit of fun, let me know in the chat. Again, appreciate the 3 viewers we got this evening. Here we are, guys. We have Mr. Jordan Hand in that first position. Brian Underwood very close in that second spot. Ooh. It looks like Mr. Cunningham went ahead and went another lap down, but he was back in the race. So yeah, again, Jordan Hand in first, Brian Underwood in second. Kenny Kibbe has made his way back up to that third position with Josh Kreider in fourth. Cody Anderwald in fifth. William Connolly in fifth. J.R. Shepard in seventh. Broderick in 8. Ooh! Got a yellow flag out. Looks like we did have another wreck at the front of that, and it was, look, it says Josh Kreider. We're going to go back and look at that. All right, looks like everything is going good right now. Ooh. And that 34 of Marcus Cunningham went into the rear of Josh Kreider. Luckily, everybody else was pretty well able to avoid that, but unfortunately for Mr. Kreider, he was not. So that is going to put him down a little bit. Hopefully, he can get back on track, get his car repaired, and get back up into those top spots where he belongs. All right, we are going to go back live. We are in the 5th caution of the evening. And looks like a couple of our leaders are going to go ahead and take the pits. Go ahead and get a little bit more tires, a little bit more fuel this evening. Maybe not have to pit as many times later in the race. If we can keep it green and keep it clean, we will have some strategies going on. So it looks like they're trying to avoid the rush on that. We are at lap 73 of 125. All right, 4 viewers out there this evening. I want to thank you guys. I appreciate you guys coming to watch Premium Stock Car Racing League, brought to you by Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. So here we are, lap 73, and our 5th caution of the evening. Anybody in the chat would like to chat, bring up any subject until we go green flag racing. Let's try to keep this as close to racing related as possible. Premium Stock Car Racing League is brought to you tonight by Admin Box and tinyurl/vacay100. We are at Michigan International Speedway. And it looks like Mr. Brian Underwood is inside that pace car. Pace car lights are off. So now we are waiting for him to duck off the track so we can get back into some green flag racing here. Lap 74 of 125. But thank you, Mr. Underwood, for that. We definitely know now that the pace car has a very luxurious interior. So the pace car is off the track. We are about to hit that Geico restart zone and get back to some green flag racing with Mr. Jordan Hand in that first position. All right. right, back to green flag. We are on lap 75. We have 50 laps left for this evening. Starting out, we got Mr. Jordan Hand in that first position, followed very closely by Mr. Brian Underwood. Kenny Kibbe is back up in that third spot. William Connolly in fourth. J.R. Shepard in fifth. Melvin Behringer in sixth. Roderick Klavick in seventh. Farrell Robbins in eighth. Lee Bailey in ninth. And Josh Kreider in 10th. Unfortunately, after that, looks like it is showing 11 through 15 out of the race. But we still have 10 good contenders. Let's see how these guys are going to do. Can we keep it clean, or are we going to have a little bit squirrely? And like Richard was saying earlier, it definitely wears out your front tires on this track, especially coming out of the turns, most noticeably in turn number 4. So I'm wondering if these guys are going to be able to keep it straight. Looks like we got Kenny battling Mr. Cam for that first position. And they are hundredths of a second away from each other. But Mr. Underwood is there in that 77 car, giving Jordan Hand a good push. Let's see if somebody is going to get behind Kibbe and give him the push that he needs to get into that first spot. The bump drafting is definitely a good key here. All right, we got Jordan Hand in first. Kenny Kibbe is very, very close. Looks like not even a tenth of a second behind him. He is right there at his back door. Mr. Brian Underwood in third. J.R. Shepard in fourth. The 25 of William Connolly in fifth. I think we need music. I definitely think we need music. But here we are, about to be at lap 80 of 125 here in Michigan International Speedway. We are with Premium Stock Car Racing Week, brought to you proudly by Admin Box and TinyURL/VK100. Good little bit of pack racing with the guys on the track, not spread out much at all, so everybody has a chance to take home the gold this evening. Getting a little close. It always makes me nervous when they do that, but they are definitely knowing how to race here tonight. Being in such a tight pack this evening, everybody is still doing a pretty good job of keeping it nice, clean and green. Kenny Kibbe is taking that first spot away from Mr. Jordan Hand, but he is still right there, so they are battling it out. I love a good side-by-side. It looks like we are two-way in the first 4 cars of the race. Then you got the 25, there of Mr. Connolly. Oh, they got a little bit sideways, but it does not look to bring out a caution flag. No wrecks, thank God. Well, we still have the 88 of Jordan Hand out front. Kenny Kibbe in that 14, still trying to take that position. And you know what? He is doing a good job. He really is. He is keeping it close, but keeping it clean. For viewers still out there with us tonight, I want to thank every single one of you for coming out and watching us this evening with Premium Stock Car Racing League. Definitely a good bunch of guys here. Looks like the 88 of Jordan Hand is getting a little bit. No. And no, him and Kibbe are still battling it out nice and tight. All right, but you know what? We're going to let them battle it out for a second. We're going to come back here. Mr. Broderick Vuklovic in 10th position at number 7. Lee Bailey in 9th in that number 3 car. Josh Kreider in 8th. Farrell Robbins in 7th. Melvin Behringer in 6th. Currently the biggest mover of the race, up 8 positions from where he started. William Connolly, first in that top 5. Very close to that biggest mover. He is up 7 spots from where he started. J.R. Shepard is in 4th. Brian Underwood was in 3rd. Now he is in 4th. Jordan Hand in 3rd. J.R. Shepard has made his way up to the 2nd position, and he looks to be battling it out. And Mr. Kenny Kibbe is up in that 1st spot. Oh, and that number 98 of J.R. Shepard is looking to edge into that 1st spot. Is he going to make it and keep it? That's the big question. Because getting up there is one thing, staying up there is another. Lap 86 of 125. So we still got a good bit of racing to go before the end of the night. If these guys can make it up to the 1st position, you know, how long is that going to last? Because, you know, we're going to have to do a little bit of green flag pits if we do not have another caution this evening. But Kenny Kibbe is out there in 1st position, followed closely by that number 98 of J.R. Shepard. He is keeping it close, but keeping it safe. Jordan Hand, 88, in that number, are in the 3rd position. 77 of Brian Underwood in 4th. 25 of William Connolly in 5th. Number 9 of Melvin Behringer in 6th. Number 3 of Lee Bailey in 7th. Farrell Robbins, number 29 car, in 8th position. The 48 of Josh Kreider in 9th. And it looks like Mr. Vuklovic in that number 7, still in that 10th spot. So there are your 10 racers on the track this evening. Michigan International Speedway, brought to you by Admin Box and tinyurl/vacay100. But what I like about these guys when they're racing, no matter what happens, you know, they always remain close at the end.
And anything can happen.
But again, we still have that 14 of Kenny Kibbe in the 1st position. All right, let's see if we got anything exciting going on here this evening. Looks like that battle for 1st and 2nd. Brian Underwood in 3rd. Jordan Hand in 4th. William Connolly in 5th. Melvin Behringer in 6th, Lee Bailey in 7th, Josh Kreider in 8th, Farrell Robbins in 9th, and Broderick Vaklavic in 10th. Go back up toward the front here, check these guys out. Definitely looks like the place to be this evening. I wonder what our hangout chat sounds like tonight, guys. But here we are in lap 90 of 125 here at Michigan International Speedway, guys. 3 viewers out there with us this evening. I want to thank you guys for coming out. Looks like these guys are doing a really good job of keeping it green, keeping it clean out here in Michigan. Brian Underwood staying back, biding his time in that 3rd position. Jordan Hand is right there behind him in 4th. 5th is William Connolly. Ooh, looks like Jordan Hand just went off track. Don't know what happened there. All right. 6th caution of the evening. It says that Jordan Hand crashed. I did not see that. So we're going to go ahead and take a look back and see exactly what happened. Doesn't look as much like he crashed as he had just seems to have lost control of his car. So he is going to go ahead and jump his car to pits. Hopefully everything is okay with him. All right, well, we're going to go back live. Go ahead and check these guys out. Everybody is lining up, getting behind the pace car, getting ready. This is the 6th caution of the evening in lap 92 of 125 here at Michigan International Speedway. All right, and our guys are going to go ahead and get that pit stop out of the way. So in our 6th caution, we have Kenny Kibbe is in 1st position, J.R. Shepard in 2nd, Brian Underwood still in 3rd, Lee Bailey in 4th, Josh Kreider in 5th, Farrell Robbins in 6th, Broderick Vaklavic in 7th, William Connolly in 8th, Melvin Behringer in 9th, and Jordan Hand in 10th. So it looks like we've got 9 guys still in this race this evening here at lap 93 of 125 in Michigan. Looks like Mr. Brian Underwood is going to go ahead and take that 1st position right there behind the pace car this evening. Pace car lights are still on, lap 93 of 125. For viewers back out there with us this evening. So thank you guys for checking us out. So not counting our stage break, we're under our 5th caution of the evening. Here at lap 94 of 125. And we got 31 laps to go now. I'm not much on the fuel consumption of these cars. I'm still new to the racing scene, but definitely wondering if these guys can make it to that last lap. Definitely don't want anybody running out of fuel out there. So it looks like pace car lights are off. Just waiting on him to go ahead and ditch off of that track so we can get back to some green racing here. And speaking of green, number 77 is in that first position, Mr. Brian Underwood. All right, pace car is off track. We are hitting that restart zone, and we are about to go back green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are back green flag racing, finished with that 6th caution of the evening, lap 95 of 125 here at Michigan International Speedway with Premium Stock Car Racing League, brought to you by Admin Box and VK100, tiny URL /VK100. Out there, we've got 4 viewers in the chat. Nobody wants to talk to me. But that is okay. Here we are in lap 96 of 125. Brian Underwood is in first position. J.R. Shepard in second. William Connolly in third. Josh Kreider in fourth. Lee Bailey in fifth. Melvin Behringer in sixth. Broderick Paklovic in seventh. Kenny Kibbe in eighth. Farrell Robbins in ninth. Grant Turner out in the chat says, sorry, just lurking while doing other things. That's weird, man. But, hey, glad to have you out there. All right, now these guys are hitting about 180 miles an hour here at Michigan. We're on lap 97 of 125. Don't know why it's saying Mr. Brian Underwood is in the pits when we are clearly watching him lead this race at the moment. Go ahead and take our tower off. Go ahead and throw our ticker up. 98 of 125. Still got Mr. Brian Underwood in that first position. J.R. Shepard in second. William Connolly in third. Josh Kreider in fourth. Kenny Kibbe in fifth. Lee Bailey in sixth. Melvin Behringer in seventh. Roger Kovic in eighth. And Farrell Robbins in ninth. But we got 4 viewers out there watching us this evening. We are here with Premium Stock Car Racing League, proudly broadcasted by Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. Myself, Mark, in the booth. Brian Underwood is keeping a good lock on that first position. Though we got Mr. J.R. Shepard in that 98 battling it out with him. Looks like he's going to go ahead and take the lead there for now. Definitely love watching these guys race. And he is not much faster. J.R. Shepard's last lap was 40.145. But all right, here 26 laps to go here at Michigan International Speedway with Premium Stock Car Racing League. Current leader out there is J.R. Shepard in the number 98, followed very closely by the 77 of Brian Underwood. third is the 25 of William Connolly. Josh Kreider in that number 48 is in fourth. Kenny Kibbe in fifth in the number 14 car. Lee Bailey in that number 3 in sixth. Melvin Behringer in the number 9 in seventh. Farrell Robbins in that number 29 in eighth. And Broderick Vaklavic in the number 07 in that ninth spot out there. Looks like everybody else is showing to be out of the race, but we still have 9 guys battling it out, going strong, ready to crown a winner. Now, J.R. Shepard has gotten a little bit out in front of these guys. Looks like he is about a half a second away from his nearest competitor, being Mr. Brian Underwood in that number 77 car. Now, he's still staying strong, staying right behind him. William Connolly, that 25, is in third. Josh Kreider, the 48, is in fourth. Followed very closely by Mr. Kenny Kibbe. Is he going to take it over? They are battling it out for that fourth position right now. Good little bit of 2-wide racing right there. Followed very closely by the number 3 and the number 9, also in a 2-wide formation. Now they seem to be filing it out. But again, we still got Mr. J.R. Shepard at number 98 in the first position. And he is still knocking it out, getting these laps over with. We have 24 laps to go here at Michigan International Speedway with Premium Stock Car Racing League. PSCRL, ladies and gentlemen. All right, going to do something not everybody does. I like it. Number 7 of Broderick Vaklavic in the 9th spot. Farrell Robbins, the number 29, in the 8th spot. Lee Bailey in the Haviline number 3 in 7th. Melvin Behringer in the Microsoft Fresh Pet, number 9 in 6th. Kenny Kibbe in that number 14. Nocturnal Sim Racing in 5th. Josh Kreider, the number 48 Kreider Brothers car, in 4th. William Connolly, the number 25 Games for Life, in 3rd. Brian Underwood, not sure, I'm trying to, but Brian Underwood in that number 77 in 2nd, and J.R. Shepard still in our first position in that number 98 car. But here we're going. We have 21 laps to go in Michigan. Brought to you guys by Rubbered Up Production, Premium Stock Car Racing League. Also brought to you by AdminBox and tinyurl.com/vacay100. I keep saying the sponsors makes me want to go on a vacation. But we've got J.R. Shepard in your first position, followed very closely by Mr. Brian Underwood in 2nd. William Connolly is in 3rd. Kenny Kibbe in 4th. Josh Kreider in 5th. Melvin Behringer in 6th. Farrell Robbins in 7th. Lee Bailey in 8th. Broderick Vaklavic is in 9th. Everyone else does seem to be showing out, which is unfortunate, but, you know, things do happen here. We got 20 laps to go. We've got 3 viewers out there with us this evening, guys. Thank you for showing up. It looks like these guys are doing a pretty good job of keeping it clean, keeping it green flag racing here. 18 laps to go here at Michigan. And I want to give a big shout out to the Premium Stock Car Racing League drivers for having us in here this evening. I am Mark with Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. $18 laps to go here in Michigan. Still having the leader, Mr. J.R. Shepard. Now, he is about a little over 0.4 of a second away from that second position of Mr. Brian Underwood, but he is still keeping up with him. He might be holding back to see what happens to JR in the last few laps here of the race. He is followed very closely by the 25 of William Connolly. Kenny Kibbe's a little bit farther back, but he is holding his own in 4th position. Josh Kreider is directly behind him in 5th. Melvin Behringer is in 6th. Farrell Robbins is in 7th. Broderick Vaklavic is in 8th. And Lee Bailey, at number 3, is in 9th position. All right, guys, but we're going to go back up to the front here, and we are going to drop to our chopper cam. You know what? Let's check the... There you go. Got a good, nice, wide view of these guys. Everybody is single file racing, spaced out just a little bit, with 16 laps to go here in Michigan. All right, so let's get back in a little bit closer with that chopper cam. J.R. Shepard still taking that lead and running with it. Brian Underwood still not very far behind him in 2nd. William Connolly directly behind him in 3rd. Kenny Kibbe is in 4th, followed very closely by Josh Kreider and Melvin Behringer, 5th and 6th. Farrell Robbins is in 7th. Broderick Vaklavic is in 8th, and Lee Bailey is in 9th. We have 14 laps to go here at Michigan International Speedway. Everybody seems to be spread out enough for a little bit of green flag racing here. But we have 13 laps to go here in Michigan International Speedway with Premium Stock Car Racing League. Everybody seems to be spread out, doing a little bit of green flag racing. Go ahead and getting everything under control here. We are almost down to 10 laps to go. We had 125 laps here this evening with 1 stage break. Looks like we had about 6 cautions already. But everybody looks to be keeping it clean. Now, I'm wondering if any of these guys are going to have to hit the pit before the end of the race. And if it stays green, we're going to have some green flag pit stops, at least, or definitely, possibly one. But I'm wondering if these guys can hold on until the end. And again, we have the 98 of J.R. Shepard in first. Brian Underwood is in second, followed closely by William Connolly in third. Kenny Kibbe is in fourth. Melvin Behringer in fifth. Josh Kreider in sixth. Farrell Robbins in seventh. Broderick Paklavic in eighth. Lee Bailey in ninth. We got Mr. William Connolly has taken up and gotten that second position. Now he is the biggest mover of the race, up 10 positions from where he started, followed very closely by Mr. Melvin Behringer, up 9 spots from where he started. Now J.R. Shepard seems to be taking off on these guys. He has got about a second lead on everyone. And we got Kenny Kibbe in the 14 and Connolly in the 25, battling it out for that second position. Mr. Brian Underwood is in fourth. Melvin Behringer in fifth. Josh Kreider is in sixth. Farrell Robbins in seventh. Broderick Paklavic in eighth. And Lee Bailey in ninth. And J.R. Shepard will still go ahead and take that. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on Mr. Kenny Kibbe and William Connolly, with Brian Underwood actually trying to slingshot himself around and get back into that second position. And he's in a good place to do that too. Because, you know, in the right circumstances, he has got a little rocket on his hands. So we have 9 laps to go here in Michigan, guys. I appreciate all 3 viewers out there in the stream with me this evening. And again, we're out here with Premium Stock Car Racing League, brought to you by AdMedBot and tinyurl/VK100. J.R. Shepard is still taking off in that first position. Go ahead and getting a good bit of space between him and everyone else. And he is passing over that start line. So we are down to 8 laps to go here left in Michigan International Speedway. Now this is a good race. This is the championship race for these guys this evening. So again, got J.R. Shepard in first. Kenny Kibbe is in second. William Connolly has dropped back to third. Brian Underwood is in fourth. Melvin Behringer in fifth. Josh Kreider in sixth. Farrell Robbins in seventh. Broderick Paklavic in eighth. And Lee Bailey in ninth. Everyone else, unfortunately, is showing out of this race this evening. Here we have 7 laps to go this evening in Michigan. So we are down to the wire here. Got J.R. Shepard still over a second, separating him from Mr. Kenny Kibbe in that second position. All right, we got William Connolly. He's about 4/10 of a second behind Mr. Kibbe. Brian Underwood is about 4/10 of a second behind Mr. Connolly. Definitely get some spread out racing here. Everybody is in single file. Nobody looks to be close enough to battle it out, but they are definitely keeping it clean. And we're getting these to the last 6 laps of the race, guys. All right, so we are down 4 laps to go here at Michigan International Speedway. Still got Mr. J.R. Shepard here in the first position. Kenny Kibbe is in second. William Connolly is in third. Brian Underwood has fell back to that fourth position. Melvin Behringer in fifth. Josh Kreider is in sixth. Farrell Robbins is in seventh. Broderick Vaklavic is in eighth. And Mr. Lee Bailey is in ninth. So here we are coming to the end of the championship race. And we have 3 laps to go. Nice bit of green flag racing. We're going to be hitting that white flag pretty soon, and then we can crown our winner at the checker. We have 3 viewers out there with us tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, Premium Stock Car Racing League brought to you by tinyurl/vacay100, Rubbered Up Productions, and Admin Box. So 2 laps to go here. We got J.R. Shepard still in the first position. Kenny Kibbe in second. William Connolly in third. Brian Underwood is in fourth. Melvin Behringer in fifth. Josh Kreider in sixth. Farrell Robbins is in seventh. Broderick Vaklavic is in eighth. And Lee Bailey is in ninth. Our biggest mover, we have William Connolly and Melvin Behringer both up 9 positions from where they started. And if they stay where they're going, they're going to be tied for that biggest mover this evening. So we got the white flag. We are in our last lap. We're going to go ahead and focus on Mr. J.R. Shepard, who is currently the leader of the race. And looks like he may be the winner this evening. All right, here we are. So, guys, this was a good race this evening at Michigan International Speedway. We're about to wrap it up with J.R. Shepard is in the first position. Followed very closely by Kenny Kibbe in second. William Connolly in third. Actually, you know what? Let me get up, see if we can find the official race results. Go ahead and get those up on the screen. All right, so we have our race results this evening. J.R. Shepard, the number 98 car, in first position. Kenny Kibbe in the number 14, coming in second. William Connolly, number 25, coming in third. Brian Underwood, number 77, in fourth. The number 9 of Melvin Behringer in fifth. The number 48 of Josh Kreider in sixth. The number 29 of Farrell Robbins in seventh. Number 07 of Broderick Vaklavic in eighth. The number 3 of Lee Bailey in ninth. The number 88 of Jordan Hand in 10th. The number 60 of Cody Anderwald in 11th. Marcus Cunningham, number 34, in 12th. Jordan Kreider, number 69, in 13th. Tyler Ferguson, the number 5, in 14th. And Noah Blackwell, number 52, in 15th. So what we're doing, guys, give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and get everybody up there in the booth because we are going to do our final interviews. All right. So, guys, in our third position is Mr. William Connolly. We're going to go ahead and bring him up. All right. I am not allowed to move him. All right, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, William, this is Mark. William,
Hello.
this is Mark in the booth. How you doing? You got a copy?
I got a copy. How are you?
I am doing good. Man, you did good tonight. That number 25 was a rocket when it wanted to be. So
Yeah.
you're up 9 positions, finishing on the podium in third. Man, did you have any strategy for this evening?
Not wreck. Because I wanted to be sure to stay out of the playoff way. You know, if a person wanted to pass, then I'll let them go. But I guess we were just fast and got up there.
Hey, man, look, if you definitely did good. You got to go fast in these races, and Michigan is
Yeah.
definitely a challenging race when it eats up your tires. So you did good, coming in third position. And like I said, you're
Yeah.
tied for biggest mover. So, man, being on the podium, you have all the shout outs you want. What you got for me?
Shout out to my mom and dad. Love y'all. And that's
Awesome.
it.
Awesome, man. Short and sweet. Well, dude, you go
Yep.
ahead and get back and keep celebrating. Congratulations on your third place win this evening.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Next up is going to be Mr. Kenny Kibbe in the second position. So we're going to bring him up here in just a second. All right. Kenny Kibbe, this is Mark in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
All right. How are you doing tonight, man? Second position. Definitely did a good bit of racing out there, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of bittersweet. I really wanted to get a win this season, but not quite there. But happy our teammate got the championship and stuff. But it was an up and down day. I mean, just with strategy, and I got really hooked there and had to come from the back and all that stuff. So it was tough to pass. But yeah, all in all, I mean, second was pretty much what I was aiming for. So I'm all right with it.
Well, buddy, you did really good out there. Now, that's a true test of a driver. Anybody can be out front and try to stay out there, but, getting hit and going to the back and then coming all the way back up into second position with everybody's strategies kind of overlapping, man, that was impressive. So, your second place tonight, that comes with all the shout outs you want to give here on the podium. So, go hit to it, man.
Yeah, I just like to thank everybody at the PSCRL, the admins and everything for putting this league together, allowing us to come and race it. You in the broadcast booth, Mark, I hope you had a good time covering us. And my teammates, J.R. Shepard and Brody Vuklevic, solid runs for us all season long. We got at least J.R. got the championship for our team, so that's cool. Or technical alliance, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it was fun. And thanks everybody who likes to ride on board with me on Twitch every week.
Awesome. Well, guys, you heard it from Kenny Kibbe, second position. Man, you did good tonight. So we're going to go ahead and let you go and celebrate. And we're going to bring your teammate, J.R. Shepard, up into the booth.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thank you, buddy. All right, J.R. Shepard, this is Mark in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
JR, man, you won it tonight. That was a good job, bro. That was a good bit of racing. So tell me, did you have a strategy?
Not really. Was a little surprised to get the pole, just being a track where the lap times are so close. So, obviously wanted to try to lead a lap and try to have a good finish at the stage, and then after that, it was just kind of taking care of your tires, because we basically had the exact number set of tires that we needed if the thing went green flag. So strategy was definitely on the table there if we had some late cautions, but yeah, it just never happened. So
Well, and
just basically trying to take care of it.
Well, I'm glad for that, man. Yeah, we definitely had a good bit of green flag racing there at the end. And I was telling everybody on stream earlier, I see racing here as a game of chess, not checkers. So you guys definitely have to have that strategy in mind. But you did amazing bringing it in first place, man. So any podium finish comes with all the shout outs you want. So if you would like,
Yeah, just absolutely thanks to the Premium Stock Car Racing League for putting this on. They've done a pretty great job with the different cars, running the Gen 4 and then the ARCA for most of the season. Had very competitive racing and a lot of green flag racing, so that's something that you don't normally see in a league. So appreciate the guys for putting this on, and of course everything that you're doing up in the booth for us, making us look good, and my team, Different Path Motorsports, and give a shout out to my teammate Austin Belke. He's recovering from a little bit of a concussion, so hopefully he gets back soon.
Well, Austin, we hope you feel better. Here from Southern Broadcast Gaming Network, man, I want to say we hope you feel better. Get well soon, bro. But JR, man, you did good. I want to say, we don't make you look good, dude. You make you look good, and we just talk about it.
I appreciate that, Mark. We really do.
Man, get back. Go ahead and celebrate. Congratulations on your first place, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. So, guys, I was hoping to bring up Mr. Kreider, but I am not seeing him. Let's see if Brian Underwood would like to come up into the booth with us and give a shout out and, talk about PSCRL here. No, maybe not. Well, all right, guys. For Southern Broadcast Gaming Network and Premium Stock Car Racing League, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, nope, there's Brian. Brian, this is Mark in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, heavy.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Oh, pretty good.
All right. Well, hey, man, that was the championship race for you guys. We definitely had some good racing here tonight. Apologize, I got on a little bit late. That wasn't my fault. I blame it on my boss. I fired him. But hey, man, that was a good race. I enjoyed seeing it. I enjoyed calling it for you guys this evening.
Yeah, it was definitely a blast. I mean, the battles there throughout the race, especially in that mid stage, before that last pit stop, definitely entertaining. Just it's every race this season. It seems like we've had a lot of battles. Seems like JR's got the edge on everybody this season too. So everybody's had to work a little hard on the off season and try to get a little bit better and bring a battle for season 2.
Well, I look forward to seeing it. Even if I don't call it for you guys in the booth, I'm definitely going to go ahead and watch. But I'd love to come back. I'd love to see you guys. You guys do some good racing, good clean racing. And when there is a battle, it's fun to watch, fun to call for you guys. So.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you for hopping on.
Oh, that's not a problem. I would have been on earlier. Like I said, I was got a little bit of a late notification, so that's my fault for this evening. But I definitely wanted to do you guys justice tonight.
Well, we greatly appreciate it.
All right, guys. Well, you heard it, Mr. Brian Underwood. You want to go ahead and give any shout outs?
Yeah, I just got to thank all our sponsors for the season, giving out some good prizes, and every driver that showed up all season long. definitely looking forward to bringing some new competition and packing the field more next season since we got a core of guys. So, thank all the admins that we got on board. Made the season go pretty smooth, and you guys for hopping on for the playoffs.
Oh yeah. Well, look, like I said, I love being here, so I'm good with it. Now, Josh, I see you're in the booth. Do you have anything for us this evening?
Yeah, I just want to thank you hopping on and doing the final broadcast of the season. Thank you to all of our sponsors we had. Admin Box, Gaston's Graphics. Hit them up to get some cool paint schemes. MVJ Designs, who's our premium sponsor. He does a really good job. I also want to thank Butt Kicker for being with us and giving us a discount throughout the year and providing some really good packages. And everybody that, like Brian said, that hopped in and pitched into the first season, the inaugural season. Not a lot of cautions and a lot of good action. So I appreciate it. Congrats to JR, our champion for season 1. He's going to receive a cool prize, and I hope he's excited about that. So thank you and have a good night.
All right, guys, you heard it from Brian and Josh and our winner, J.R. Shepard. Well, this was Premium Stock Car Racing League Championship Race this evening, and I am Mark from Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. I'm going to go ahead and sign